everyone. Dr. Broloth here. Our quest for the day is beat down, make dominance, and victory. Paladin victory. Let's see. I got a bit of beatdown done when I was testing out a mage deck before I got mage dominance. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into some ranked games with my Paladin deck. So I got a request to test a few things out from one of my viewers. Let's see if I can pull up that message. The questions were, I love your Hearthstone videos. Could you answer some questions for me? What happens when you have an Akanai Soul Priest on the table and play Holy Nova? Do you do 2 damage to the opponents and 2 damage to your minions? If so, is that damage to your own minions affected by spell power? I really like Shadowform and Akanai Shadow Priest for Soul Priest for cards for my Priest deck. They feel like you are picking a talent tree for your deck. So I'll go ahead and answer that in a bonus episode as soon as I can. I don't really have anyone online right now to test that with. But as soon as I do, I'll let y'all know. So we're going first, which I hate every day. I hate it. So I'll go ahead and end my turn. But other than that, I'm gonna coin right up already.
You know,
and drop that. Whoa, look, you see those carrots? I'll bounce for that. Cool. So I'm gonna try to get my Drake out if I can next turn. This person's playing a spell power Warlock deck, it looks like, which is not something I've seen recently, so I'm just gonna swing in and draw up, it looks like. Yep. So I'm gonna take this guy out next turn, just because I don't want him on the board, because spell power is actually pretty dangerous with Warlocks, so.
The battle.
Oh, I didn't swing into it. Ah, well, there's my first mistake of the day. I'll swing into it next time, though. Not on top of my game today, it appears. There's that damage again.
I am master of magic.
Another spell power creature. Ugh. I could have dealt with that last time, but I forgot. Okay, so I'll drop my Twilight Drake. It'll be strong enough to withstand a Soul Fire or a Shadow Bolt at its current time period. And I can Kings it next turn to let it survive even longer.
So many possibilities.
Tazdingo!
Yes.
So he drops a Shield Bearer. I don't have much to answer to that right away, so I'm going to Equality and swing.
Justice.
Take it out. And I'm going to shield up and just get as much damage as I can, try to even the playing field a bit. He can very easily take it out next turn with a plethora of spells. That's really all I had. If it was one turn later, I could Equality and then Blessing of Kings to keep his health up, but I just didn't have that option. So I'll most likely get out another recruit and then equip my True Silver Champion. And if I hadn't made that mistake earlier, our health would be even right now. So, but there's not much you can do.
I've got a huge guy.
Stormlight Commando comes out, shoots my little Drakey. And he puts me in an awkward situation. Now, do I want to kill his Stormbite Commando because it does more damage, or do I want to take out his Dollar Mage? I could take out his Dollar Mage with my weapon and then take out his Commando. And then equip my True Silver Champion and summon another guy. It's really my only options at the moment. Looks like he's just going to trade there, though. Probably would have done the same. I'm still going to full through with my plan, though.
Reporting for duty.
I can Kings him next turn and really start putting the hurt on him. That'll be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage there. Or I can drop my Guardian Agent Kings and start getting some of that health back. But again, he's still got a full hand of scary, scary cards.
So many possibilities.
At this point in time, he does have a lot of possibilities. So on top of that comment, I've also, with that same message I've got, I really like, do you know if there are any plans that do similar things, for example, a Moonkin card? Something that changes the base power of your hero or changes the effect of the spell. That's a good move. I can still take that out next turn, though.
Why do you call?
Maybe I can. Cool. So I can Hogger,
For justice.
take this guy out. I don't want to Hogger, though, because then he'll just kill it. Because Hogger's pretty weak. And I'll drop a Guardian. I don't know if they're currently doing anything with the Moonkin, like in that regards. I play a Prot Fury Warrior and a Balanced Resto Druid for years and years in WoW, and I like the Warriors cards because it feels like I can play an offensive or defensive style, but for Druid it seems to be missing something. The spells are there, I guess, but the class power seems to be out of place for a Moonkin. See? Told you. Consecrate comes a little too late.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
If you could answer the questions in a reply or in a future video, that would be great. So I definitely plan on doing another video with to answer these. So yeah, the balance. I did make a Boomkin deck with Druid focus on spell powers and spells. It didn't do as well as I'd like, but there aren't currently any plans to do a Moonkin card. But really, if they were to do something like that, the only thing I would really do is probably just increase the damage that. It would change the claw ability into the shapeshift ability into a Moonkin, and then it would allow you to hit them with an ability with that. It wouldn't really be much different though, if you get what I'm saying, because
Ends the sun well.
now I hope to get equality. Oh, that's not as good in any way. Is that as good? I can Kings twice, I guess.
The battle. For justice.
I didn't like doing that. That was really my only option. He's still so vulnerable. It would. The only thing I could see them changing it to is to do 2 direct damage and not get the armor. The only problem is that that's exactly the same as the Shadow Form ability. You don't heal, but you can do 2 damage to anything. So I know that they want to keep the classes still somewhat unique and diverse. So I don't know if they would ever implement something like that. But I definitely recommend throwing that idea on the Hearthstone forums. That's definitely something that would be the best place to implement that idea.
Or die.
He's gonna swing here and draw. So that's what's great about this card is it's only good if you have minions on the field already, because then you can swing in. I'm gonna try and get it next turn to kill that. There's really no reason to using my hero power because it'll just
Reporting for duty.
it'll up my kill count, I guess. So that's good. For the Druid, seems to be missing. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's what I think. That's my opinion on it. I don't think they would implement an Owl Beast or a Moonkin ability because it would seem too much.
Not ready.
My eyes are open.
Do you like to play with fire?
So that didn't do anything because I wanted it to kill at least one of them. So that means it it hit this guy once and it hit this guy twice, and that is it. The other 3 abilities, the other 3 shots, or 5 shots hit him, which is not what I wanted in any way.
I hope you like my invention.
But it does give me a bit of board presence. I can hog her into a Consecrate next
I
turn
hope you like my invention.
and clear the board, which is good. He's gonna swing into me, it looks like. Doesn't even care. And then in that regards, in the same respect, Moonfire is all innate ability, as is Wrath and Starfalls and Starfire, so I don't see them doing it. So if my math is correct, that should be all his spell power cards. He could still pull out 2 Soulfires and like a Mortal Coil and take me out, but let's hope he doesn't.
Chili's Triple Dipper now just $9.99. If you like options, we...
And I can silence any other effect creatures he throws out if they're scary.
I wonder.
The gates are open.
Like that guy. I can silence him. Can't do much to that, though. So there we go. I can't take this guy out without silencing it. Even though I want to.
Your magic shall not save you.
That allows me to take this guy out.
The battle! Reporting for duty.
While still applying pressure. So we can't kill him yet, because he'd have to take out my Null first. Even if he does kill my Hogger, that's still 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. He could Hellfire and then swing, and that would be the game, if he has Hellfire.
So many possibilities.
Someone asked on the forums, I personally love the emotes, especially when they allow for a comedic moment or two, but I feel we are really missing out on not being able to emote amusement. There have been many times that I wished for some way to let my opponent know that I thought they were funny, or to laugh at how oddly RNG had just favored me. Not sure if anyone else wants this, but it feels like a missed opportunity. The Blue Post response is, laughing can be mean sometimes, which is one of the reasons why we probably don't have laughter as an emote in the game. Some of them replied with haha, and then the Blue Post replied with rude, because I guess that's a common response. Mortal Coil, another draw. I couldn't find any patch notes anywhere what's in the patch. And there was some minor bug fixes, but mostly it was to prepare for the EU launch. The EU 5. Okay.
Why do you fall?
That's a very scary notion. Unfortunately, we can do this though.
Do you like to play with fire?
And that was the game. That was a close one. So yeah, it goes to show that you can do some crazy things with the Warlock deck. Spell power. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one here and start up a new one in a moment. Got one Paladin victory done, and that let our total up for damage up to 50.